What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race. In addition to its effortless comedy, the 2016 buddy cop movie won audiences with its powerful and approachable message about prejudice. The internet has been buzzing with rumors about a sequel to everyone's favorite animated movie ever since it was released, and now it is finally happening. In the movie Zootopia, anthropomorphic mammals control the landscape. Judy Hopps, a bunny from Ruralsville Bunny Burrow, aspires to realize her childhood ambition of working as a police officer in Zootopia. Despite Judy becoming the valedictorian of her academy, Police Chief Bogo doesn't think much of the cuddly creature and sends her to parking duty. This assumption is confirmed when she is out on her first day, Nick Wilde and Finnick con the rookie cop. Then, after Judy abandons her parking duties to arrest Duke Weaselton for stealing a bag of mini-campan Helicities, Chief Bogo reprimands her. Mrs. Otterton then enters Chief Bogo's office, appealing to him to find her missing husband, Emmett. He's one of 14 predators who have mysteriously vanished. Judy eagerly accepts the case, and when Assistant Mayor Dawn Bellwether learns of it, she forces Chief Bogo to let the rabbit investigate. Since Judy believes Nick was the last person to see Emmett, she secretly records her admission of tax fraud before using it to blackmail Nick into cooperating with her investigation. They locate Manchus at his residence, where he claims Otterton shouted at him about night howlers before the attack. As Manchus gives them the story, he becomes angry and chases our heroes. Judy can capture him, and she then calls the ZPD for assistance, but Manchus escapes before they arrive. Police Chief Bogo wants Judy's resignation immediately, but Nick defends her as the two bonds over the tragedy. Judy and Nick next proceed to City Hall, where they gain access to the city's traffic cameras. They discover that wolves have kidnapped Manchas, and Judy suspects that they are the night howlers Otterton was talking about. They eventually find the missing predators at the Cliffside Asylum, where they have all turned wild. Zootopia's mayor, Leodore Lionheart, has illegally detained them while they investigate the source of their wild behavior. Judy arrests Lionheart and the asylum staff for false imprisonment, and Assistant Mayor Bellwether is elected mayor of the megapolis. Judy discovers that the night howlers mentioned are the crocus bulbs Weaselton stole at the beginning of the film. They contain a neurotoxin that causes strong psychotropic effects in mammals, causing them to become aggressive. Judy returns to Zootopia and reconciles with Nick as a result of this news. When the two confront Weaselton, he tells that the bulbs he stole were intended for a ram named Doug. They hurry to find Doug, who is in a secret laboratory deep within the city's subway system. They take the mystery drug for evidence, but Mayor Bellwether finds them and reveals herself to be the mastermind of a prey supremacist scheme to portray predators as dangerous, and Judy then tricks Bellwether into talking about her role in the attacks while recording the mayor's confession. Although it was first predicted that it would not be made anymore, work on it has been ongoing for the past 2 years. After a long 5-year wait, it is finally here. But now that the wait is over, the countdown has officially started. The first movie became a worldwide phenomenon, and now Walt Disney Pictures has joyful news for fans of animation films everywhere. According to MovieWeb, one of Zootopia 2's voice actors, Tommy Lister, stated that Disney was working on a sequel to Zootopia 2. The movie, which will fairly soon be released, will showcase the drama and action of a completely new story. We hope that the following chapter will return us to the interesting story of our cosmos. So it is official. On March 2024, Zootopia 2 will be released. Fans obviously wanted to arrive sooner rather than later so that it may join the list of other highly awaited sequels. Patience is necessary for this situation because Zootopia took 2 years to develop. Additionally, rather than being a formal sequel, the planned Disney Plus anthology series Zootopia Plus might act as the movie's follow-up. The release of the series is planned for 2022. 2 cast members have already mentioned their interest in the sequel, despite the fact that there hasn't been any official casting at this time. In a 2017 interview with The Sun, Mark Smith, who provided the voice of Officer McHorn, said that he would be playing the same role in the upcoming film. Jason Bateman and Ginnifer Goodwin would likely return as their respective lead characters, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde, to carry on the heroic battle. Other voices that are expected to be heard include Chief Bogo, played by Idris Elba, Bellwether, played by Jenny Slate, Clawhauser played by Nate Torrence, Bonnie Hops played by Bonnie Hunt, Don Lake in the role of Stu Hops, Yax played by Tommy Chong, Flash or Officer Higgins is played by Raymond S. Percy, Della Saba in the role of Young Hops, Mr. Big is played by Maurice LaMarche, Mayor Lionheart is played by J.K. Simmons, Mrs. Otterton is played by Octavia Spencer, Duke Weaselton is played by Alan Tudyk, and Gazel Shakira by Shakira. Similar to the Beastars 3 anime, the story will take place in a world where animals wear human clothes and where Legoshi coexists peacefully with his victims without frightening them. All living things, whether predators or prey, have overcome their differences and live together in peace. A little rabbit in this paradise wants to work as a police officer and catch those who mistreat the weaker animals, but a strange ally gets in the way and makes her job harder. There is no cliffhanger in Zootopia, therefore the possibilities for a sequel are endless. Goodwin stated in an interview with Cinema Blend that she would like to see Nick in the sequel having to convince Judy that the world is worth fighting for. When asked what he would want to see, Bateman responded, "We're busting asses out there, the two of us, getting rid of the trash. We're two rookie cops on the scene. In other words, baddies, beware." This time, the sequel will have to strike a balance between portraying Judy and Nick's policing in a positive light while not overstepping the social and political advancements made since 2016. In the future, Judy and Nick might keep working to make their community better, or they might travel much further to encounter new animals with more complicated social norms, in which case they would have to reconsider how they enforce the law. Since Zootopia Plus expands on a number of previously told stories, its short-form structure might have an effect on how a sequel plays out. Nick appears to be just the cunning fox he seems to be at first, but Judy ultimately succeeds in catching him. Now that they are married, Nick is looking meticulous like a fox who is made to wed a rabbit, while Judy is still looking pleased as always. In any case, the couple looks stunning as a unit. Nick and Judy both work as police officers in Zootopia today, fighting crime together. When cunning snoop Tadashi Gorky intends to steal a sample of power from a hidden factory and free Bellwether from jail as well, he must become a rightful mayor of Zootopia. However, later, Bellwether's helpers and Tadashi will try to seize control of the city. Her prime motive is to take vengeance on Nick and Judy for having initially arrested her. To find the remaining bandits, collect any samples, fight Ferb Duckfalusi, who created the evil potion to transform herbivores into vicious predators, Bellwether and their minions Nick and Judy and Tadashi are sent to Charming Town, the kingdom's capital. Will Nick and Judy be able to save Tadashi and stop the criminals from taking the sample? Director Byron Howard told Coming Soon that the story changed dramatically midway through because it was difficult to root for the sly fox Nick Wilde in the original story, which was primarily told from his point of view. Additionally, it made Judy appear foolish for falling for Nick's deception by outing him as a liar right away. But now that they are married, the story may turn around and maybe we will see Nick's point of view.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
Nick.
On a related note, what are your thoughts on Zootopia 2? Do you believe the following sequel will outpace the first movie? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.